Well, what do we have here? Activision addressing skill-based matchmaking like entirely, as much as they possibly could, apparently. Something we thought we'd never get, but they're doing it with analytics, so let's just get into that. They just came out with a new white paper describing and detailing all of their reasons for why matchmaking is the way it is. Now, let me just be very clear. I think it's bullshit. Now, not entirely, right? I'm sure they got some metrics right and reasons for it, but the general overall reason why SBMM's in the game, okay, we know why. You guys are trying to make as much money as you can from the players that will spend money, and you're protecting them because those players just so happen to be the little kids, the children, the noobs, and I gotta call out contradictions when I see them, so that's why we're gonna get into this. I'm going to throw this first graphic up on the screen with the highlighted area, and I'm going to read you a comment I left. I believe it was on like Exclusive Ace's video discussing this, where I just completely shred their stupid contradictions. Let's just get into that. So this is what I say. I say they're trying to predict your skill level based on your performance, right? Yet your performance is based on the ever-changing skill level of each lobby you get into. It's literally a redundant cycle of insanity. You can't have one without the other, and there's no way to establish a baseline of skill level for every single COD player. It turns the player base into these skewed pools of curated, manipulated experiences. They also claim that bad players quit the game, which means high-skill players end up only playing against other high-skill players, which isn't an enjoyable experience, right? We can all agree to that, right? Yet their solution to this is by making high-skill players play only against high-skill players with SBMM. They're just completely contradictory in their statements. They're creating the very problem they claim they're trying to avoid. Instead of being honest with the players and admitting that the reason it exists is to manipulate bad players and lighten the fucking game, because bad players stop buying and spending money on the game when they do bad, because they lack the determination to want to grind and get better, so they make the loyal, hardcore, high-skill players have a bad experience, because they know they will stick it out and keep playing. They're literally ruining one group's of consumers' experience to make another's more enjoyable over money. That's it, point blank, period. Hey, the comment got 170 likes. That should tell you all you need to know. COD players are waking up. They're getting tired of this. Although you do have some of those weirdos in the comments defending, over here deep-throating the fucking SBMM algorithm. Like, chill. And I've never been 100% against SBMM. I do believe there's kids out there that are disabled. There's little children out there that play, you know. There's old people out there that want to play. All right, SBMM, put it in there for them, right? Anyone under like a .60 KD, throw them in an SBMM lobby. Everyone else that plays, it should be fair game. We should all just be mixed. But there is room for a little bit of protection for those type of players. That I'm okay with. But then this leads into the whole reverse boosting and exploiting this system, which is so easy. You go and look at other people's channels, all these famous players, fucking all these clans, Face Clan, fucking Soar, Obey, popular content creators. You watch their content, you can tell they're blatantly two-boxing, reverse boosting, playing against fucking bots. And I hate to call people out, people like Face Scope. He's a cool dude, right? Nothing against him, but personally, I could tell you're fucking reverse boosting, bro. You're a great sniper, but you're reverse boosting for content. I get it. You gotta do that for content, because if you don't, you ain't getting no real good content to push to your audience. And that's partly why this SBMM ruins the gaming experience. It's not just having fun, it's showing your content to other people. You literally gotta fake it to make it. Hitting clips ain't the same as it used to be. It just doesn't hit the same. Anyways, I'm ranting. I gotta stay on track here, guys. That happens on this channel, alright? I lose track and I start ranting. Let's head to the next graphic. How is skill calculated? How is skill calculated with your stupid ass algorithm? How does it calculate when the lobbies and the skill levels of your lobbies change over time? How does skill change over time? I'm not going to read through all that bullshit. We know how skill changes over time. You either get better or you don't. And the people that get better are the ones that play a lot. But if you're constantly playing, you're not going to notice that you got better if you're constantly playing against people that are better than you or just as good. As far as the SBMM algorithm, the skill changes over time based on the lobby you get put into. You're going to perform better against worse player. You're going to perform worse against better player. And this is why I say the system is skewed. How can you ever determine a player's skill level if you're manipulating their skill level and experience? Your system is trying to detect its own manipulation. It makes no sense. And then they go through all these other spiels of how they determine a player's skill level and what they're doing. Yeah, we know. You're monitoring our KD, our score per minute. You're monitoring everything. And I'm pretty sure you're not even being 100% transparent. I've said this before and I'll keep saying it. I think they're monitoring more than they tell us. I'm pretty sure they're monitoring the fucking paths you take around the map, bro. I've been saying this since MW 2019. If you're a player who snipes a lot and you always peek that top window, guess what? The game's gonna match you up against a player that goes bottom window and they're gonna catch you off guard. And vice versa. If you're a really good run and gun player, red gun, and you always aim bottom window, right, you're gonna get sniped by someone that always goes top window. It plays off your tendencies. They monitor every player's tendencies so you can perfectly get countered. That's how they rig your experience. You're a really good sniper, they're gonna put you up against professional fucking riot shielders just to ruin your experience, bro. I've seen this time and time again. It's just so obvious. You're a player that never runs EOD, guess what? You're gonna get matched with a fucking whole squad that nade spams. It's just, that's how it is, bro. The whole game literally rigs your experience. It determines who needs to do good this match and who needs to do bad. It's an up and down roller coaster. And sometimes the game plays into your favor because it's your turn to do good. And then there's this whole argument about, skill-based damage. I swear, I feel like my player has half the health. I'm on minuscule health. I get melted by 2 SMG bullets from across the map. And it's because I'm sniping. It's because I have the capability of one-shotting someone. And I'm very good at it. The game recognizes this, so they give me less health. That's how it fucking feels. I don't know what to say, bro. That's how it feels. Same thing when I'm running around with a knife. A melee knife. Bro, I'll be an inch away from someone and they just insta-melt me with 1-2 bullets. But when I see other noobs chasing me with a knife, they eat fucking a whole magazine and knife, or they lunge from 10 feet away. I'll be a centimeter away, I swing my knife and don't connect. It just feels rigged. It doesn't feel organic. And this is my problem with the whole system, because I believe the algorithm is in charge of this stuff. They can come out with all these graphs and all these graphics of why they're doing it and player retention. No, right? The only players you're cared about retaining is those noobs that are going to spend money. Because the hardcore players, they're going to stick it out. They're going to have a shitty game, but they love COD so much. They're so good at it. They're just going to keep playing COD, They're going to fight through the tough times. Those noobs are going to throw the fucking game away. They ain't going to buy the next game. If this was their first game and that they ever bought and they do bad, no. They're not buying the next Call of Duty. So from a business standpoint, genius. Right? Genius algorithm. Genius business model. But for a consumer who's trying to enjoy the game, trash. Unenjoyable. We don't want to play against clones of ourselves, and we don't just want to beat up on noobs all day, because that's stupid too. That's pretty obvious. And if you want to, just 2 box. They are literally making it easier for you to beat up on noobs if you think about it. Just buy a fucking different Xbox or PC and reverse boost. But yeah, man, it's just, the main thing is the contradiction. That opening contradiction statement where they claim bad players and middle skilled players leave, so only high skilled players play against each other, and that's just a bad experience. And it kills off the player pool. You're doing that anyways. You're putting high skilled players against high skilled players anyway. That's your solution? Someone came into the boardroom and said, "Hey, John, we got to do something about these high-skill players only playing against other high-skill players." And then someone came up with an idea. Hey, Tom, I got an idea. Let's just put high-skill players against only high-skill players. This is fucking Bro, I can't say the words I want to say nowadays, but it's just messed up. They expect us to believe it. But yeah, that's my rant for the day, guys. I just had to address this little white paper. I'll put it in the description if you're one of those nerdy types that wants to read through it. I don't want to read through it because I know half of it's bullshit. Yes, I'm going to keep complaining until it changes. Am I buying the new fucking Call of Duty? No, I'm not buying it because it's on Game Pass. So if you're one of those trolls, shut your ass up. I'm talking all this shit, but you're still going to buy the game. No, I'm not. Huh? I pay for Xbox Game Pass, and it's in there. So now what you got to say? You're still going to play it? Yep, I am. I am still going to play it, fucker, because there ain't nothing else to play, and I'm gonna complain. But yeah, guys, that's the video for today, man. Let me know what you think. How do you feel about this white paper? Do you agree with it? Are you interested in it? Do you believe what they're saying? We never thought they would come out and give us this explanation, but it seemed like they don't have no choice. They're trying to act transparent with lies. That's all. That's gonna do it for me, guys. It's YG Gemini. Appreciate it if you watched this long. Consider liking and subscribing. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.